Okay, I'm back. Okay. I stubbed my toe. What is in your mouth? You gotta hold it one of my takes from work. Oh, they're onion rings. They got his fried onions. Look at this. Look, they're $3.69 and you get 14 ounce. I think it's an 8 count. But anyway, I'm gonna back up after I slightly wash my face. I had to go in the basement, change laundry, which that's probably when Marley picked that take up. On my way back up, I stubbed my toe on something fierce, like not just the tip of my toe. We have this cabinet where I'll reenact at my toes like that, and I stubbed it like that. That was after I burped. And it wasn't just a burp, it was like burp, where you slightly puke in your mouth and then you swallow it and you're like, I'm really hot. Okay. Probably all this hair. Do you want some of my hair? Do you want some of my hair? This is vlog 3. You met Marley in person now, technically. He looks so majestic back there. What is that? Headphones. They're probably listening to music while talking without it. Reverbate. Going to there. So I'm gonna do that. Video 1 is still uploading. Let's go to Sarasa. Okay. I realize that when I write really good things, I'm fighting something. You know, like whether it's myself or a feeling I have or for happiness. And when I don't write, I'm not fighting anything. Okay, we're good. Laundry soup we use is really good. Did I say laundry soup? Laundry soup. He's out. It's already 8 o'clock. I lost my phone. I think it's in my butt. I mean, in my back pocket. I call that in my butt. I actually think I have something on here that won't skip and won't make my I think it's actually lagging because I'm recording right now and uploading at the same time. My toe hurts really bad. Just say my toes. Okay. I'm gonna have to say that you are amazing. That late. I'm gonna have to redo it. You are amazing. Bro, ho love. Let's see. How did I do that? I don't do like. I do that like that. The blood on my hand makes it more. Blood on my hands makes it more intense. So I got in a bar fight with my hand. My face is mostly clean because I use water and spit while my roommate was in the bathroom. And I was like, I have to get this off. So now I'm pretty much clean, and it's beautiful outside still. Kind of. It's getting a little. Sun's starting to set. It's just getting darker in here. Some things are just like got significantly darker in here. Now I feel like I'm in a jail or something. Tumblr is too addicting for our own goods. I think if I just had Zanga, I would die. I have to say though, Zanga is the correct way to say it, and I represent you because you say it correctly. My sister and I would always get into huge fights about it. She thought it was pronounced X-Anga, and I'm like, are you an idiot? Of all things to talk about, I talk about that. My toe is starting to not hurt as much. I'm probably going over to Andrew's tonight. I'm excited about that. I'll probably text you. Yeah. Keep you company. Because you're my bro ho. And I worry about you and I represent our true colors. Which, yeah. What are our true colors, bro ho? Probably the colors of a bruised hoe. That's what I think of, like a bruise, like purple and black and yellow, and just these hardcore colors representing of not the hate in the world, but like the outcome of hate, like what it causes to people. And when I think of hate, I mainly think of the LGBT community, and I feel terrible because sometimes I feel like a coward, you know, because I don't know. I would beat the crap out of someone if they ever physically harmed someone because they were just because they believe in something that someone else does it, you know, to a point where they feel the need to hurt them. I would stand up for them. And I guess broho, I now am tying it to the representation of the outcome of what you believe in can do. It can cause bruises, you know, it can cause hurt, it can cause pain, but the biggest outcome is that you stand up for what you believe in, and I want that to be the trademark that we stand by, because sometimes you need stuff that'll stick, things that'll keep you together like glue when you're hardly holding yourself together, and I know what that is, so we'll use bro hoes as our glue. I got your back. We can be like those guys in war where they stand back to back so they can't be attacked from any angle. And when we attack ourselves, when we attack the inside of ourselves, that's when the other will be like, hey man, stop doing that. I'm here. you know? Hold my hand if you need to. Now you gotta do this on your own, but doesn't mean you have to do it alone. That is what bros stand for, to me at least. I'll show you the notebook I've been writing, actually. Figured if you can visibly see it. And I wrote on there, this too shall pass, live for yourself. And then I also wrote, love and accept yourself. You see my terrible handwriting. I don't think it's too bad. You'll probably see it more when I send you that writing. I think I'll read you a passage out of this. Oh, here's one. I think I wrote this like a couple days ago. Alright. Things we must feel in ourselves to achieve the greatest things, and finding ourselves upon the most vulnerable standing point, completely naked, left in a room with ourselves, for once we are able to extinguish our flaming flesh and embrace in a ritualistic love oneself dance. Then we set ourselves aflame once more and get ready to find life in living. So what is it? Live for yourself or for everybody else. And I crossed out everybody else and I underlined live for yourself. I don't know if you see that. When I usually mean something, I scribble over it, or I trace it over and over again until it's engraved in the paper. On May 14th, I wrote, I hate dating shit. Just it in general, it's complicated and confusing. It can never be simple. It can never be, hey, I like you, you like me back, let's just go with it. I wrote, I gotta poop. Apparently I had to poop that day. And then I said, I want to get Chelsea to smile. Let's see. Took a 3-hour nap. It's Sunday. It was quite rather sunny out, but I stayed in. Makes people feel good when you directly talk to them, like they're people. I love my roommates. That's probably the day my roommate was blasting music downstairs and breaking out dancing, or it was actually probably the night when they were in their room about to go to bed. And Becca started screaming, "Help, Katie! James is raping me!" And I'm like, oh, I'll just sit here and read my book. I said that out loud. And Becca was like, I feel the love, man. I feel the love. It was great. Okay. And then I wrote this. That was pretty good. It was pure mourning for these men that know full well what it was to have bleeding souls. Their souls bled out like thick syrup dripping from the tap. I found myself in these men. When she's pressed for time. It was nice out, but I sat in all day. I'm nowhere near trying to get... No. Well, can't even read my own handwriting. I am now here trying to get motivated or find a tomorrow for myself. I can't seem to get those right, the tomorrows, because they were invented to not do things, to put the weight of all your hopes and dreams on, in hope that that day will be the specific one to do things that we never do, that we complain about not doing, about putting it off. What is it with me? I hate when I do this. Let myself down and like I don't know, being content or something. I need my outlet or I'll explode into smithereens. I sit such a good idea to propose talking to just goes on to talking about there's this person I know that is in love with me and she's dating a guy and I'm cool with it, you know. I want her to be in my life and not so much like, hey, you're really important to me, more like, okay, she's important to me. But not in the way that she views me. And she wishes we would talk more and blah 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 blah. Now I'm just ranting. I'm gonna shut up. Let's put that away. I just wanted to show you what it looked like, not what was inside of it. Okay, maybe the goal of that, of me ranting like that, was, I think it was mainly to show you that a lot of the things you're feeling right now, you're not alone in them. I think essentially when I start going to rants about myself, it's not so much, hey, I'm selfish, I'm egoistical, yada yada yada. It's more like, hey, I'm okay with sharing with you how I'm feeling. I'm okay with being able to reveal myself to you. I would hope that you can do the same to me. And I would hope that it would help you to not feel so alone, you know, like, I know how hard it is for people to open up to other people. Sometimes, like, I have that difficulty, and sometimes it helps me when they open up to me. And it's not that I would hope that they expect that from me, to open up to them. It's just that I would hope that they know that them opening up to me helps me open up. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just be one-sided. You can't always open up to someone all the time, and I guess it could. I mean, you can't really expect them to open up to you. You can't expect them to want to open up to you. But at the same time, it's kind of nice to have someone to talk to and have them open up to you in the same way. I don't know, that stuff's complicated. It gets more complicated than it should be, honestly. Even for people where it's very difficult to open up with. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean the concept that I open up to you, you open to me, and there's no right or wrong about that. When you're ready, you're ready. And people should be more patient with it, I think, because not everyone's the same. Not everyone thinks the same or feels the same. Some people have been more hurt by other individuals by opening up, so I understand it. And it's okay if you don't open it up. It's okay with me. It is. It's alright. I may not sound like it sometimes, and I hope I really don't. I really hope I don't. I hope I'm there in the concept that, hey, if you want to open up to me, you can, but I'm not going to make you, because that's how I feel, that's how I am. And if I don't come off that way, I'm sorry. I actually mean to come off as that way, but I know how hard it is to open up to people, and I just try to be there for them when they need me. And sometimes people don't come forward and say, hey, I need you. So, yeah. So when I text you like 6 times in one day, it's not because I'm like, hey, open up. I just want to see how you are. And, wow. But yeah, I do care about you, and I do worry about you, so I just want to see how you are. I know the repetitiveness of how are you every day is just kind of like, so I don't know. It's kind of like I say like a lot. I just realized this. Try to avoid saying that because it's annoying. Just like this and this. And I also say a lot. I need to get my vocab varied. Aha! I said instead of that time. Can you do that with your tongue? I feel it's important that you tell people how you feel about them, not so much on the concept of I like you a lot, but more so of how much they mean to you and how important they are. Because sometimes you don't know if someone's having a shitty day because they don't always say they are, and it could put a smile on their face. It could help them. So I strive to do that to people that mean a lot to me. You being one of them. I try, but I don't know. I guess I get in this weird state where I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what to say. Like it's not bad. It's just the concept of I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like I said, things seem really complicated when I don't think they are. We make things more complicated than they should be. I don't mean we as you and I, but I just mean people in general. Just people in general make things more complicated than they should be, than they are. My constant over-analysis of everything doesn't help either. I'm trying so hard to be that person that doesn't need to be reassured every 5 seconds, but it's very difficult to be. Because reassurance has always been there in my life, and when it's absent, when it's there, I get panicky and I'm like, shit. Am I doing this right? And then I'm like, you know what, Katie, you need to back off. You just need to back off. Smell the coffee, whatever phrase you want to use, and just go with it, You don't always have to know if you're doing the right thing or saying the right thing or in the right moment. Not everything has to be right. Sometimes you screw up. That's how you learn. You don't always have to know if you're doing anything right. Sometimes you just gotta wing it, and things work out. So I've just kind of been winging it. I can't stop staring at that cat thing on my wall. It's so cool. I think I might draw it. I'm looking at these scuff marks on my wall, and I'm finding random things in them that I think I'm gonna end up drawing eventually, or painting. If only I lived closer. I wouldn't bug you every day, but I'd probably I'd hang out with you a lot. We'd just chill. I'm not a person that has to be doing something constantly when I'm with someone either, because those people they just get irritating to me. But we could just be sitting there doing nothing, and I'd be cool. But then I'd be like, hey, we should do this, and you'd be like, and you could either be like, Katie, you're an idiot, or you could be like, okay, let's do that. I'm content with making macaroni art. That freaking floats my boat. That sails my horn. That toots my horn. I don't think you can sail a horn unless you're a mouse. That'd be really cool, a steering wheel made into a boat for a mouse. You could put a railing around it and then a sail in the middle, and I don't know if a round sailboat would work out though. It just kind of rotate. Unless you're going down White Rapids or whatever those called, those really insane things like waterfalls or something. I should start doing video diaries. Start making you watch them. Not those stupid moments where you dialogue everything in your day, but just random thoughts I have, because I think you'd appreciate them. And sometimes you have to listen and see the person reacting, and I get really excited when I'm talking, and it's hard to show my excitement via texting or whatever else you want to call it. And I think that's how people really see a person is by when you're looking at them, like physically. So it's hard for me to talk to people sometimes when I don't see them physically, and then when I see them physically, it's even harder to talk to them sometimes. I don't know why. I guess it's because it makes them more real. Like things I say, I'll actually see their expression, and I'll see them actually react to me in their body, in their voice, in the way they're looking at me, in the way, you know, one thing leads to another. They're not bad things all the time, you know, but sometimes it's just, people surprise you and take you off guard. And that can be good, though, because then it opens you up to the world, but at the same time, it can be bad because it can close you off, because sometimes some things that happen like that, they make you want to close yourself off from the world and just be like, what the hell? The best thing about this is you don't even have to respond to anything I'm saying. You can just like nod and watch these videos and be like, yeah, man. That's the best thing about this method of talking to you. I'm just talking. You don't have to talk back, you can just listen. That's okay. I'm completely cool with that. This is what writing a letter is. I mean, you're one-sided until the person gets it and reads it and can react, and they either write back or they don't. It's kind of what life is. You go at and doing something with 100%, and then people react or they don't, or you react or you don't, or the world reacts or it doesn't. I'm learning to be okay with that. I think I'm still gonna make 7 vlogs, because I have a lot to say, I think. But I'll continue this later, because people are home, and yeah, so peace out.